Welcome to A Day in Their Boots, where we walk alongside the people sharing the future of public safety. I'm John Myer, and today we're spending time with partners, innovators, and leaders who are making a real difference in law enforcement and the communities they serve. Joining us today is Patrick from TimeGuard Solution. Patrick, thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Patrick, I'd like to start things off with the JPS Trust program. Can you tell us how your organization got involved in it?
Yeah, well, we're lucky enough to be an AWS partner, and so they introduced us to the JPS Trust Foundation. We're happy to be part of them. We really like the concept of them giving everything that's a public safety arena that is needed, and we fulfill that need from the roster management solution side, from Shiftwatch. We do that at the federal level, so we're really excited to work with JPS to do that at the state and local level.
Patrick, can you tell us how your partnership with JPS Trust allows you to better serve the law enforcement community?
You know, we have our application is based off what we did for the Bureau of Prisons. That's a very large agency, obviously. It's 122 institutions, 36,000 employees. So we're looking to get to the local and the state level, as I mentioned, and the JPS Trust is going to help us bring that value to them.
Can you dive into what your software solution does, Shiftwatch?
Yeah, absolutely. So Shiftwatch is based on what we built for the Bureau of Prisons. And it's a roster management and scheduling application that was in great need there. They had a very old way of doing things, and it was very out of date, which introduces fraud, introduces inefficiencies. And because of that success we had states interested in our application and our solution. And so we decided, hey, we need to make a SaaS option for this to bring that value to others. And so that's why we built Shiftwatch. And that's how we got connected with JPS, so we could help bring that value to others.
What challenges do you see law enforcement agencies facing today, and how does your company address them?
Yeah, so a lot of the public safety arena, this is in the police force, this is in fire department, and definitely in corrections. There's a lot of manual processes, and when you have manual processes, there's a lot of inefficiency there. There's a lot of areas for human error, and a lot of these have very specific MOUs that we want to, that's very important to hit on those correctly. And so our application allows you to do that. So whether it's making sure everything's okay with a union, maybe there's a specific MOU just for an institution. We want to make sure that we are giving you those tools so that you're following those correctly and you don't find yourself in some sort of legal problem.
How do you get Shiftwatch to stand out in the law enforcement technology community?
That's a great question. So the difference between us and some of our competitors is we are not a run-of-the-mill roster management and scheduling application. We are specific to the public safety and corrections arena. So if you go get a roster management application elsewhere, it's going to be more generic, and that there's going to be a lot of customization in that. It still might not meet what you really need. We have been in the corrections arena for multiple years. We had success at the Bureau of Prisons. And so we bring that public safety and corrections experience to you, and you're going to benefit from that by using Shiftwatch.
What does the typical installation look like?
That's a good question. The typical installation, it could be pretty fast, right? Because this application is a SaaS application, so it's ready to go. So you're only looking for like a handful of months to get this up and running. Obviously, you might have some unique needs, and we'll work with you on that, and we'll be realistic with you. We're very transparent. But out of the box, it's ready to go.
Patrick, can you talk to me a little bit about the security around it, being that it is a SaaS product located in the cloud?
That's a great question, because since we're with AWS and an AWS partner, it's something that the customer doesn't have to worry about. That's a huge amount of work to have to deal with the security, and that we have taken care of for you. So whether it has to be in Gov Cloud, Commercial Cloud, those are all things that we can take care of for you. It's all secure. All your data is secure, and we have reports that will be able to show that for you. So it's really a one-stop shop for you.
Patrick, my last question for you is, what advice would you give to agencies looking to modernize their operations or adopt this new technology?
Well, it's really important to stay modern. If you're not modern, you're not going to be sustainable in the long run. We've seen a lot of applications that were built, and they were built to the specific need at the time, but then you can't edit it down the road, and things change. Your priorities change, technology change, your needs change. And so we are able to adapt to that because we're on all modern platforms. We keep it updated, whether it's through monthly or quarterly patches, but we stay on top of that. And you would benefit from us keeping it modern and updated. Also, scalable is really important. So it doesn't matter if you have 15, 50, 500, or 5,000 employees. If you're prisons where there's 36,000 employees. But so you need to be able to scale down, you need to be able to scale up. And with Shiftwatch, we can do either.
It sounds like you adapt to changes, whether they're increased employees, decreased in usage, regardless of its need, that the end user that can adapt to the quick need of it, and also change for upcoming things like upgrades, new features, new availability of technology that's out there.
100%. And I'm glad you mentioned new features, because once you become a customer of TimeGuard Solutions using Shiftwatch, any of those updates, you're going to benefit from those. We'll work with you if there's specific updates specific to that, for a customer. But any updates that we do, you're going to benefit from. We give them to you.
Awesome, Patrick. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Well, everybody, this has been another episode of A Day in Their Boots. I'm John Myer. Thank you for joining us.